How are we doing, boys? Welcome back to another Shroomy T video. As the bear market continues, the 4-year cycle is in complete control, as I've been saying for ages. And we were saying Ethereum breaking down here. My first area would be this 1.5k on Ethereum. As you can see, we are now well and truly in that box. And I said I would not be surprised if we then went down to the 1000 area. So between now and the end of the year, I do expect Ethereum to even get below 1000 here. Anywhere down here in this area, anywhere in here, I would expect Ethereum to get down to. We'll see what happens here. Obviously, a massive impulse down. We might find a bit of support here. But I was saying for ages in here, from February the 9th, you can see it was quite a long period of time. Ethereum went up 40% over a period of about 3 months. So 3 months, Bitcoin went up 40%, and this rising wedge, which I've been going on about on this channel, is just like relief rallies within a bear market, and then we had the impulse down. We had it before, it was a shorter period in here, maybe 2 months, impulse down. 3 months here, impulse down. And all these relief rallies just get people in the market thinking we're so back. And something else I want to show you is we obviously had that grind up on Bitcoin here, which is obviously broken down now. But this is what I was calling on this channel for months. Now, it was a CME gap at 81k. It was a massive area, a massive magnet of liquidity, I was saying on this channel. And I said potentially fill the 80k CME gap before heading to the 4-year lows this year, later this year. And that's exactly what happened. Bitcoin nuked down to 60k at the start of February. Bitcoin then grinds up over a period of 3 months, up 40%. We fill the CME gap, and you can see the reaction that happens right after it. Bitcoin has nuked 30%. And in here, when this went up, people were buying altcoins thinking the bottom was in. And when Bitcoin's nicked 30%, altcoins have done even worse. You can see MicroStrategy in here, getting near my buy zone. Under 100, I'm looking to get in. If we get below 60, it would be unbelievable entry. You can see from the last bear market low, MicroStrategy done about a 35 exit done to the actual peak. And yeah, this is a safer option for me instead of buying altcoins next cycle. It went up 35%. Most altcoins didn't do 35x. And then in the bear market, at least you've actually got a stock that buys Bitcoin, that has something behind it, whereas most altcoins have absolutely no thing behind them. So like we've seen this chart, we filled that 81k CME gap. I said it was a relief rally in the bear market. 81k, filled the CME gap, magnet of liquidity. And there we go, on our way to the 4-year lows later this year. Again, looks carbon copy to the last bear market and the bear market before that. So again, and then if we look on my channel, basically I flipped bearish back here a few months ago, start of February. I said the 4-year cycle's repeating, 40k next. So far we're at 60k. The 4-year cycle remains undefeated. Everyone was saying the bottom's in, I was saying it's not in. Bitcoin breaking out bull trap. I said it looks identical to 2022 near enough. I was also suggesting that stablecoin dominance suggests that Bitcoin and crypto were going to go down, and it simply played out that way. I compared the 2022 to 2026 fractal. I said bearish wedges, bearish rising wedges, and bear flag galore, which that was 2 months ago now. These were the bear flags that I was talking about in here. This bear flag in here, you can see price simply comes down, bear flag come down. You can see the same on Ethereum when I said rising wedge galore and bear flag galore. This was the bear flag, we come down, the rising wedge, sorry, and then we break down. And since then, Ethereum has dropped obviously about 33%, so quite a big deal. And then obviously CME gap. What else have we got? And then obviously the CME gap. Yeah, we filled the CME gap, and then that was kind of the sign that we could then head lower. The bear market progress, 5 months to go. 3 weeks ago I said I'm long silver, short Bitcoin, and then obviously 3 weeks since then, Bitcoin's absolutely nuked. So yeah, I said Ethereum breaking down is Bitcoin next, Bitcoin bear flag. So look, loads of stuff on this channel. I know it's a depressing time in crypto. Nobody wants the price to go down. I certainly don't want the price to go down. Fortune favours the bull, but in a bear market, I need to be bearish. I need to give my take. So, again, you might not enjoy the content, but if you're finding value, please smash the like button, share with your friends in the space, and like you can see up here, I've got my whop.com link. So, in here, £50 a month. We're deep in the bear market now. The bear market's got a few months to go. I know that people are starting to buy Bitcoin, which is fair enough, and I want to take advantage out the lows of this bear market. So if you are keen to get in, I want to build this in the bear market, a little community where I help people with my experience that I've had in the space. And yeah, it'll be £50 a month, and just 1 month, give it a go, see if you like the content, and we'll go from there. So if you are interested, the link is obviously up here. It'll be £50 a month. I think there's £10 tax as well, so it'll be £60 a month, which is not too bad. I'll include calls, one-to-one calls, whatever, and we'll get this going. So again, I remain risk off for now, but in here, chipping away, nibbling at Bitcoin here, I don't think it's too bad, but I do still have a target of about 40k for the end of the year below the 0.76 FIB. That the total crypto market cap, which was also in this massive bear flag, which broke down the other day, is now went lower than the February lows so far in here, a lot lower. And we're now just above 2 trillion on the total crypto market cap, which let's see how low we can really get. Again, in this area, I've kind of highlighted below the 0.786 FIB, 1.5 trillion to 1.114 trillion. Again, if we look at the last cycle, we got just below the 0.702. So again, maybe it's just below the 1.8 to the 1.5 trillion. Maybe there's actually not that much lower to go, another 25% potentially. So again, we will wait and see how low we actually get. But we'll continue to monitor this on this channel and look to take advantage of these lows. Again, I'm not really looking at any altcoins yet. I think Bitcoin at 60k isn't a terrible buy to start nibbling away, dollar cost averaging, as we are from the highs now down over half. So you'd expect Bitcoin to make new all-time highs next cycle. So again, nibbling away here isn't the worst idea. But I do think we can still get cheaper, which is why I'm holding out for now. And obviously MicroStrategy is well and truly on my radar here. So yeah, I mean, total crypto market cap doesn't look great. Neither does the total 2, a massive breakdown here. Again, I wouldn't be looking to buy here. This is just an absolute falling knife. I'd look for some bottoming basing structure to form. Again, same for Bitcoin, you would look for some base information to form as well. So again, the total 3 looks pretty terrible. And the others has just lost a massive support for the last 4 years. December 2022, June 2023. We then had this kind of massive bear flag on top of this massive support. And we've broken down in here, which is just terrible. I wouldn't recommend anyone to be in altcoins here, basically. So yeah, that's a terrible breakdown in there for the others, the altcoins. The whole, but basically the crypto market cap, excluding the top 10. So all your riskier altcoins look pretty terrible here. And yeah, it's not great.